Callers, and look who's here.
Christy Turnbow.
Our friend, Cassandra Fuller is becoming the Johnny Carson of this show. I take off about every other week kind of person.
Well, you take off a little bit, too. Well, I usually get to pretend I'm you.
Every once in a while. Glad to have you here.
I'm glad to be here.
Glad to be here. This is an historic day because this is our final show in this studio. And we've been doing this show in this studio for 12 years. Well, we're in our 12th year, so we've done somewhere between 550 and 600 shows in this studio. So it's kind of like home.
It is a home away from home,
home away from home for us. And so we're going to kind of miss this place, and we'll see what kind of look these guys can come up with. Thomas and Tom and everybody that works in our crew here, and Terry, see what kind of shape they can put us in and where we're going to be next. But we're going to be out for a couple of weeks, but we enjoyed being here. We got a full show today. Wendy Trice is with us. We're delighted that James Theus is with us in many, many ways, that he's alive and well and with us today. We're going to talk about the African Street Festival coming up September 1st through the 3rd at Lane Field. And then Betty K. Williams is with us and Courtney Burton, and we're going to find about the Lift Weight Management Program.
Well, that sounds exciting.
Yeah, they handed me a sheet right when they walked in.
They knew who to give that to.
They didn't give it to. Who else is with us?
We also have Cherie Parker with Lifeline Blood Services, and she's talking about our superhero blood drive that's this Thursday. And then we also have Dan Drogesh from the Co. And he's going to be talking about the Best of the West business competition.
All right, got that coming up. And we're delighted to have, we'll spend a couple of segments with the new chancellor. I say the new chancellor, he's been there for a few months. At the University of Tennessee at Martin, Chancellor Keith Carver Jr. is with us. He's the 11th chancellor in that history, and we're glad to have him. And Scott Myatt is with us today as well. So all that's coming up on 6 in the City.
Fiber. It may be small, but it is powerful. It connects our city, businesses, and homes to the world. Without it, our ability to compete economically and enjoy technology would be limited. Thanks to the investment in our city by JEA, we offer the area's first and only 100% fiber network. When you choose E+ broadband, you get the clearest reception, fastest speeds, and greatest reliability. Thank you for choosing E+ broadband and for your trust in the local service we provide right here in Jackson.
First Baptist Church is about making disciples, building community, serving others, equipping families, and above all, glorifying God. We'd love to have you join us. First Baptist Church, for God, His gospel, and His glory.
Thank you for voting us Best Cable Television, Internet, and Home Phone in the Jackson Sun Reader's Choice Awards. You can count on us for excellent values and powerful services. Cable television with TiVo offering access to Netflix, Hulu, Pandora, and more. TV everywhere for watching on the go. Fastest internet speeds in the area. Telephone with features you'll love, all on your JA bill. Thank you for choosing E+ broadband and for your trust in the local service we provide right here in Jackson.
Welcome back to 6 in the City. We're delighted to have Wendy Trice Martin is with us, and James Theus is with us. We're delighted he's here because he was doing a Good Samaritan deed a few years ago and was crushed between two vehicles out there, and we didn't think that you were going to live. I don't know how you felt about it. Hold that microphone up.
Those thoughts crossed my mind, Steve. It really did.
Well, I mean, it was touch and go, and I know that we had everybody praying for you and thinking about you and everything else, but it was, the word we got was that it was not, the prognosis was not good.
It wasn't.
All right. Well, we're delighted you're here.
Yes.
All praise be to God.
Well, I tell you what, it's a delight to see you. It was so good to see you when you walked in. That's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the Street Festival. Of course, Mr. Theus and Wendy Trice Martin have been talking about this ever since we've been doing this show.
Yes.
Yes.
Street Festival been going on how many years now?
28 years, Steve. 28.
Okay, wow, hard to believe. We were just children when that thing started.
Absolutely.
So it's coming up. It's coming up Labor Day weekend, September 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. It's going to be at Lane Field this year, which is behind the T.R. White Sportsplex, right?
Right beside the T.R. White Sportsplex. But James is going to share a little bit more with you.
Always are, okay.
About the, we normally use Lane Field for the last couple of years, but this year we are working our way back to the streets.
Okay.
So this year we're going to block Hayes Street out like we did in the past.
Okay, right in front of T.R. White?
Right in front of T.R. White, and then we'll be back on the street. But the year we're gated because we need to pay for the festival.
Okay.
So we'll charge the community a few dollars to help us pay for the festival. But in the 29th festival and our grand festival, we call it Grand Festival, which will be 30 years. Okay. We hoping to be someplace else.
Okay.
It's not official, Steve, but we more than likely we'll be at Shirley and Mercer Walking Trail Park.
Okay, it's a walking trail. Okay, that'd
And
be a
we
good-
hope to make the home of the African Street
There's
Festival.
acreage there. I mean,
Yes,
it's
it's
open.
enough
Oh,
room
man,
for
it's
us.
Right in
lots
front
of space. A beautiful area,
Yeah, sure is, right.
lots of traffic.
So we're going to the TR White Sportsplex right in front of it on Hayes Avenue. Is going to block it
Right.
off. When do we start now?
Friday opening ceremony start at 6, and we go to about 11 that night. Saturday is from 11 to 11 p, and Sunday 11 to 11 p.
Okay, so it's full. The whole
3
week?
days
3
of cultural awareness,
Okay.
3 days of entertainment and fun. We call it a party with purpose.
Party
Okay,
with
but
a purpose.
What's the admission going to be?
It's free each day, but it's an admission later in the evening
Okay.
of $5. But children under 12 are admitted free with their parent.
Okay.
But each day there's some times that it's free to come in and shop with the vendors and get food and whatever.
So we start at 6 o'clock that Friday evening, start at
Yes.
11, then Saturday, and 11 Sunday.
Yes.
Okay, all right, and then go all day until 11.
All day.
So who all's going to be? I know you can't tell everybody's going to be here.
We have a lot. We have some wonderful artists. We have the King Bees, the headliners. King Bees on
That'll be Saturday night?
they on Friday
Friday night,
night.
okay.
Saturday night we have a reggae band, MD and Cobalt Blue, and then we have smooth jazz progressions. We have some wonderful entertainers, Michelle Black Johnson and Elegance from Memphis, and Tammy Floyd Wade. Excellent artists. And we also have on Sunday a gospel explosion with a young man by the name of Joshua Perkins that grew up singing in the festival. He's now in Memphis, and he's going to host this year along with the Unity the praise and worship from the Zion Church, And then we have Pastor Rhonda Pettigrew from Destiny Church doing our Church on the Street. And we have the Gospel Explosion. We have a fashion show with Fashions by Benaya. It's Afrocentric fashions. We have Sankofa Drum and Dance Company out of Nashville, and rhythm and poetry from the Griot Society and others. And wonderful children on Saturday. I failed to mention that. And Sunday we'll be ending up with the Higher Ground Band.
Is there a Facebook location, where all this is listed? Or
Yes,
webpage?
Facebook page is the Society for African American Cultural Awareness, and SACA.
Spell it out, or SACA?
Yes, the Society for African American Cultural Awareness,
Okay.
entire word. And our website is www.saaca.com.
SAACA.com. Okay.
And for more information, they could dial 731-267-3212.
All right. We look forward to it. So it's 28th
28.
year.
Yeah.
28
Okay.
years.
So a couple more years, we're going to try to be at the Mercer Park, what do you think? Or hoping.
That's going to be grand, Steve.
Okay, all right. It is really good to see you.
Yes,
On a
thank
personal
you. I
basis.
really appreciate
It's
your concern,
Really great.
and
Appreciate
I
your work with
appreciate
us all
what you
these
do.
years.
Oh, yeah.
And Wendy, always a pleasure to see you.
Good to see
Just
you both.
accomplish what you've hoped to accomplish over the 28 years.
28 years, yes. We have brought a lot of cultural awareness to the city, and we hope to continue to do so, and looking forward to that 29th and 30th
great.
year, and passing it on to our young people.
Okay, great.
That's what it's all about.
Okay. It's good to see you both.
Yeah.
Appreciate
All right, thank
Great
you
to
for
see
having
you.
us.
Very much.
Don't forget the International Festival, too, and Wendy's involved in that, comes up the 30th of September. So
Yes,
it's a great event as
absolutely.
well. So it's good to see you both.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Continued best. We're going to be back with more as we continue Six in the City.
In 1986, my life changed forever when I struck 3 buried high-voltage cables while working on an excavation site. 30,000 volts of electricity blew through my body. I'm lucky to be alive and able to walk again. Today, accidents like mine can be avoided with a simple call to 811 in order to have your dig site marked.
Always call 811 before digging and be a hero. Respect the flags. Brought to you by Tennessee 811.
Drawing from a tremendous underground aquifer, JA's water supply is sand filtered by nature. This water supply is not only plentiful, it requires minimal treatment. Continually lab tested for quality, it's the water distributed through the Water Division at JEA. More than once named by the Tennessee Association of Utility Districts as West Tennessee's best tasting water. Clean water, another part of JEA today.
Every day we hear of friends, family, and co-workers who are rushed to the hospital after an accident or for surgery. Every year, patients in West Tennessee served by Lifeline Blood Services require 27,000 units of blood and blood products. As a result, over 500 blood donors are needed every week. Visit our website now at lifelinebloodserve.org or call 427-4431. Lifeline Blood Services. Give blood. Save lives.
Betty Kay Williams with us and Courtney Burton with us, and they're talking about weight loss. Mm-hmm. You know, I've been concerned about you lately.
I figured you had.
That's why I invited them on this.
Well, I was going to say that earlier that the new studio should be any restaurant for you, because as much as you like to eat.
Yeah,
So this is great that these ladies are here
today.
today.
These ladies are here. This is a weight loss program through the lift. All right, so tell us about this. What's different about this?
Well, our program is a medically supervised weight loss and lifestyle change program. Okay. So we teach you the skills that you need to keep off the weight that you lose. Okay. So we teach you the skills to make healthier food choices, to incorporate more fruits and vegetables, and to increase your physical activity. All right.
Now, this has been you've already started this?
Yes, we have.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So can you join at any time, or is it?
Right. Yes, you can join at any time. Okay. So the best way to learn about our program would be to come to our free information sessions.
Yes, and we have those every week down at the lift, and there is no lift membership required to do this program.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, so every week we hold these information sessions, and they're free and they're open to anyone in the community. We do them just so that people can learn a lot more in-depth detail about the program to really make an educated decision on if this might be the right program for them.
Is it the same time every week, or is it?
It is, yes. Okay. It's every Monday at 5:45.
Monday at 5:45, all right. Okay. Do I need to register or just show up? Or?
Yes, you would need to register. You could call or email. Our main number is 731-425-6820. Or if you just wanted to call down to the lift, they could always get you up to us.
All right, so what are the concerns that people have when they come to try to find out about this? Are there certain questions they ask, or?
Yeah, absolutely. They want to know more than just how much weight am I going to lose. Okay. They're concerned also about their health. Is this going to help me reduce some of my medications? Is this going to help me live a healthier lifestyle and be able to actually be more involved with my kids and things like that? And the answer is yes. We've already seen that pretty drastically in our program so far over just a few months. The reduction in medication, reduction in BMI, all types of things like that. So there's a whole lot more benefits to it than just weight loss. It's a lot more comprehensive than just that.
All right, so how do you do this? What's different about this? And I'm not just exercising or whatever.
Well, with our program, so it was started over 30 years ago by a small group of clinicians who are dedicated to developing the most effective weight loss and lifestyle change program. So you have those skills that you learn to keep off that weight that you lose. So if you want to lose 10 pounds, if you want to lose 150 pounds, this program is a great opportunity.
Right.
Is it collective? You do it all individually? I mean, is it group classes or things? Is there a mixture of stuff? I mean, how's it done?
Yes, it is. There are group classes every week, and those kind of just provide a diet support system. People get together every week. They talk about what's working, what's not working. We introduce new recipes every week, and we kind of problem solve through. These were some challenging things that I faced this week. Has anyone else experienced this? What did you do in that situation? And it's just kind of a good way to get that reinforcement from other people that are going through the exact same thing that you are.
They say that it's so important that you have a buddy at all times. And so if you've got a whole group, you can learn so much more. So, yeah, I totally get that.
So I can just plug into this at any time, any Monday? Right?
You can, yes. Okay. You can join the program at any time. There's no start and end date.
Stay with us as long as needed. It's Monday at 5:45. That's the information session, not the schedule. Monday at 5:45. It's open to anybody. It's at the lift, and you don't have to be a lift member to participate in this program. Medically supervised weight loss program, 425-6820. 425-6820. And once again, the information session is Mondays at 5:45. We'll start from there.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah. They already handed me that sheet.
Well, now, Steve, they didn't do that on purpose.
They said it was just for information,
Just for information.
not an invitation. It's good to have you both with
Yes,
us.
thank y'all
We
so
appreciate
much.
continued best on this, and we appreciate Emily setting all this up as well. We're delighted to have this guy with us. He's been a performer here. Well, he's performed in this city for years. And he's excellent. They're going to be, he and Steve Short are going to be at the Sweet Tea Festival up in McKenzie this weekend, and then he's going to be at the Farmers Market on Saturday morning, so look for him. This is Scott Myatt.
I appreciate being asked to come. We lost a good musician about a week and a half ago, Glenn Campbell, and so I'd like to try to do justice to this song that was a hit for him. I am a lineman for the county, and I drive the main road, searching in the sun for another overload. I hear you singing in the wire, I can hear you through the wine, and the Wichita lineman is still on the line. I know I need a small vacation, but it don't look like rain. If it snows, that stretch out south won't never stand the strain. And I need you more than want you, and I want you for all time. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line. And I need you more than want you, and I want you for all time. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line, still on the line. Still on the line.
Hi, I'm Franny Smith, host of E+ TV6 cooking show At Home on the Range. Our show features some of Jackson's best cooks, regular folks just like you and me that enjoy home entertaining and sharing their culinary skills. Join us each week as our guests share favorite family recipes, tips for entertaining, and delicious fare from the natural gas kitchens at Kaufman's Home Furnishings and Appliances. Have fun with local folks who are going to help you feel more at home on the range.
Let's go.
Swing and a miss. What a catch. The ball game is over.
Major League Baseball all season long on ESPN.
So as the owner of Master Medical Equipment here in Jackson, we value JEA's service and our partnership with them. One of the main reasons we relocated into this area was to use JEA's broadband internet service. We do a lot of teleconferencing, we do a lot of international calling. Inside sales business is based off of access to telephone, to internet, to all the services we need to operate. And we had to go with JEA because I felt it was the best fit for our business.
It's always the in-between conversations that we should put on the air, but we can't.
Yes, we should. No, I'm just kidding.
They're always the most fun. But anyway, we're delighted to have Cherie Parker with us.
She
How you
flew
doing?
in today.
She flew in today.
With a red
Got a
cape.
superhero outfit
Look,
on.
I'm doing super. But we're looking forward to
You feel
seeing
differently when
everybody.
you put this on.
I
It's-
kind of do.
Yeah, it's kind of like putting on a Santa Claus suit or something. It's like, you kind of take all the roles.
Yeah, and I don't need anything else to get me out for attention hogging, but nevertheless, it's for a good cause, and we're still in summer. We're wrapping up the summertime almost, but we still got to get that blood in. We got to make sure we have all types for all the hospitals that we serve and the patients that we serve. And this
Going
is
to Labor Day and all that stuff.
yeah.
So we're
we
doing
gotta
it this
get ready.
week, right?
Yeah,
This is
it's the 24th. It's this
24th.
Thursday. It's from 8 to 6 at 8:20. Not 8:28. Oh my goodness! I had a blast from the past.
Yeah.
It's,
183 Sterling Farms Drive.
Thank you, Steve. You're so good. Your memory's working well.
Superhero powers faded
Yes,
for just a
they
moment.
are fading. Yes, I know. But anyway, yes, we're at the Blood Center at 183 Sterling Farms Drive here in Jackson, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And we're going to have a lot of fun little stuff going on out there. But one of the funnest things is you can get your picture made in like one of those. We have like a cardboard thing of Superman.
Okay.
So you can put your head in there and you look very svelte, see, in
Svelte
there.
Superman.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then, we also have these shirts.
So cute.
Oh, very good. Those are
So
good.
that's what's going on.
Okay.
Now, I don't know, but it depends on how many people you bring in to give blood. If you bring a lot of people in, I could let you have the cape.
Okay, just
I
do
don't
it
know,
all.
though. I really am
Well, I've
liking
seen
the
that.
cape.
The ads are very, very well done.
Yes, very fun.
Good
Yeah.
ad campaign for you.
And you were telling me that those are true donors.
Yes, the folks that volunteered after I begged them to
do the
be in
superhero.
in that spot for television. They're actual blood donors, and we just thought it would be a good idea to highlight some of them and to get them in front of the camera, and they did a good job. And it's all to make sure that blood is available for the patients in the 15 hospitals that we serve, and right here in West Tennessee. Still no substitute for blood. You still have to get it from a healthy volunteer donor, and.
It's important work. It's been going on nearly 7 decades now.
Yes.
So it's a stunning thing. Local blood supply, donor blood supply, not a purchased blood supply, donor blood supply. And it's just been very, very important for the health of everybody.
Yes.
So everybody that donates is a superhero.
Yes, they are. And we're wanting to make it fun. Summertime, we're going to wrap that up. Want to go in strong, like you mentioned, into the holiday weekend. You get the T-shirt, and also you get a coupon for Subway, a Subway card. So the first 165 donors, we have 165. Subway regionally provides that for us, so we thank them for that. And if we had over 165 folks come out there, hey, I will buy you a Subway if you miss out on the coupons. But we have enough.
Donor 200 filet.
Yeah, so they're great to us, and so many people support us, and we've got to remember it's all about the donors because it's all about the patients that receive that blood on the other end.
Okay. 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. this Thursday, the 24th, at Lifeline Blood Services at 183 Sterling Farms Drive. We are coming up on 7 decades.
Yeah, actually, this month, August, is our 70th.
Is that right?
Yes.
So this
70
is it.
years.
This is
70 years of superheroes.
Wow.
There you go.
I knew it was. I didn't realize this was it.
Yeah, time
Well, we're
flies,
going to have
Steve.
another worldwide throwdown party or something.
I don't know. Yeah. We'll get. Yeah.
Okay.
But we got to
So this
plan
is
next.
it. This August is 70 years.
It is.
But come be a
That's right.
superhero on Thursday. From 8 to 6.
Discover the hero in you.
We were
blood.
looking for particularly A negative and O negative. Is that stabilized?
Right now, we're looking for B positive, B negative, and O negative.
Okay.
So all types, really all types. You're welcome.
There could be 1 or
You're
2
welcome.
patients in the 15 hospital system that can
Yes.
have a demand that's just.
Last time we
every once in a
talked,
while,
yes,
it's just, it can be 1 or 2 patients that have critical needs, and suddenly blood in certain types gets depleted. So it's important
Right.
all the time. Okay,
Yes.
very good.
We thank you all so much for giving in the past, and thanks for letting us bug you every 8 weeks because you're lifesavers.
And there are platelet donors or other things that can
Yes.
be done there. So talk to them anytime you want to.
Platelets, plasma, we'll talk to you
there are
about
many
any of
different
that.
things that are used in
And
different
Sheree might
ways.
even let you wear a cape.
Hey.
Yeah, sure may.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be good. All right. We'll see you Thursday. Lifeline
Yes.
Blood Services,
Yes.
8 a.m. till 6 p.m., 183 Sterling Farms Drive, and be a superhero.
Yes. Thank you.
What's coming up? All right, we go through now. We got Labor Day coming up, which will kind of
Yes.
ding things because we get out of schedule here.
Yep,
And
and
then I guess we start heading toward that really big
Yeah,
Thanksgiving,
another time.
Christmas,
yeah.
New Year's.
Yeah,
We're gone,
it's really
we're gone
hard.
for
So,
a month.
except for you,
Yeah.
traditionally, September through October is a decent, good time for us to get the donors in. It just comes like clockwork. We're all on schedules, you know, in our donation. Oh yeah, I can do that in between the ball games.
School drives are back
yes,
and all that stuff.
school
Okay.
blood drives.
Okay.
But then going into the holidays, we
Okay.
got to be careful.
So kind of keep that in mind.
Yes,
As you look out here this
Yes.
week, and then because Cherie will be back, and we can try to help that out. All right, very
Exactly.
Good to see you. Appreciate what
Good
you
to
do.
see you guys. Good to
Appreciate
see
it very
you.
much.
Thank y'all.
We're going back to the main stage. We welcome once again Scott Myatt.
I'd like to do a song by Don McLean, not the long one, the short one. Starry, starry night, paint your palette blue and gray. Look out on a summer's day with eyes that know the darkness in my soul. Shadows on the hill, sketch the trees and the daffodils, catch the breeze and the winter chills in colors on a snowy linen land. Now I understand what you tried to say to me, how you suffered for your sanity, how you tried to set them free. They would not listen, they did not know how. Perhaps they'll listen now. Starry, starry night, flaming flowers that brightly blaze, the swirling clouds in violet haze, reflecting Vincent's eyes of china blue, colors changing hue. Morning fields of amber grain, weathered faces lined in pain, are soothed beneath the artist's loving hand. Now I understand what you tried to say to me, how you suffered for your sanity, how you tried to set them free. They would not listen, they did not know how. Perhaps they'll listen now, for they could not love you, but still your love was true. And when no hope was left inside on that starry, starry night, you took your life as lovers often do. But I could have told you, Vincent, this world was never meant for one as beautiful as you. Starry, starry night, portraits hung in empty halls, frameless heads on nameless walls, with eyes that watch the world and can't forget, like the strangers that you've met, the ragged men in ragged clothes, a silver thorn, a bloody rose, lie crushed and broken on the virgin snow. Now I think I know what you tried to say to me, how you suffered for your sanity, how you tried to set them free. They would not listen, they're not listening still. Perhaps they never will.
Every day we hear of friends, family, and co-workers who are rushed to the hospital after an accident or for surgery. Every year, patients in West Tennessee served by Lifeline Blood Services require 27,000 units of blood and blood products. As a result, over 500 blood donors are needed every week. Visit our website now at lifelinebloodserve.org or call 427-4431. Lifeline Blood Services. Give blood. Save lives.
This is Sergeant Chris Richardson of the Tennessee Highway Patrol. Over my career, I've been asked what's the most difficult part about being a state trooper. That's easy. The hardest part about being a state trooper is going to someone's house and telling the people there that someone they love is never ever coming home because of a senseless, preventable traffic crash. In Tennessee, every year, way too many lives are lost by drinking and driving, texting and driving, and not wearing your seatbelt. Please don't make me tell your loved ones that you're not coming home.
With E+ broadband and Watch TV Everywhere, you can now take your TV on the go. Just visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to sign up. Then you're all set to catch your favorite shows, movies, and sports wherever and whenever you want on any internet-connected device. Choose from our growing selection of networks from your cable package at no extra charge. Visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to learn more. It's easy to sign up for E+ Broadband's TV Everywhere.
Welcome back to Six of the City. Dan Drogosh is with us, and he is with the Co. Who's on Wiley Park. If you haven't been, and this is our tech center, business center, entrepreneur center, creative center in the city. And you'll meet a lot of fantastic people out there. And they're having a special competition right now called Best in the West Business Competition. And somebody can win $10,000.
That's right, guys.
Wow.
$10,000 grand prize value. If you want to know, the true prize is $5,000 cash.
All right.
You get a full year's worth of co-membership at the highest level option we have. You get 2 half-page ads in our Jackson Home Journal. You also get a promotional video to use at your will for whatever you may have coming up after the competition. You also get a few perks as well that I believe are some event space time to host an event just to kind of say, hey, I won
Here
this.
we
or,
are, yeah.
or whatever. And a few other things too I can't think of at the moment. But
so the deadline to enter your business is the 31st of August.
31st, so next Thursday.
Next Thursday. All right. So who are you looking for here?
We are looking for anyone with an idea here in West Tennessee.
It needs to be a new business?
It can be an existing business or just an idea in your head at the moment. Really, what we're going to be judging you on is overall creativity and wow factor. But I think ultimately we want to see the growth potential. Can this idea become something bigger beyond West Tennessee? And so if you think you've got what it takes, or even if you don't think it at the moment, submit it anyways. This is probably the easiest, no strings attached money you could win around town.
All right, so how do you apply?
How do you apply? So you either go to one of two places. We've got attheco.com/bestinthewest, or we have our own URL for this competition just called bestinthewesttn.com. Either way, it will take you to the right spot, and then from there, you've got 2 forms to fill out. One is just grabbing some information on who you are, how do we get in touch with you, and the second part is really crucial not to forget. It's a video interview. We ask about maybe 10 or 12 questions where you have a minute to answer in a video format, and then that's just an easier way for us to judge all of the applicants we get in front of a panel. And then from there, we'll select 3 finalists. And then on October 20th, I believe, in partnership with our big Kotoberfest festival we host every year, we will do the unveiling and the final pitch night.
Okay. All right. Yep. So it sounds exciting.
Very exciting.
It's really
business,
exciting.
Starting in business, got an idea about going into business.
Yes.
Any of the above.
We've got
any of those?
Any of those.
Yes, any above in any sector of business, whether it's creative or tech related or medical related. We want to see them. Don't be shy. I know you're out there. And at the very least, just come meet us. And if you have questions, like you said, we're at 541 Wiley Parker Road. Give us a shout. I'll probably be the first one to greet you.
Okay. What happens at Kotoberfest then?
Kotoberfest. So Kotoberfest, very quickly, is our chance to showcase all of the amazing creators, entrepreneurs, and makers here in West Tennessee, and let the public walk through and witness their work and their hard work at firsthand.
Has the date been set for that yet? Or?
Yes, October 20th and 21st, I believe. It's a Friday and Saturday.
Okay. October 20th. So
a little bit more information coming out on that, but for now, Best in the West. Apply.
All right, so the 31st.
Yes.
And what's the site you go to?
Is attheco.com/bestinthewest or just bestinthewesttn.com.
Bestinthewesttn.com.
Yep.
Simple process.
Very simple.
Simple process.
Easiest money you could win.
Okay. All right, so get that done.
And a great way to get your business going.
What do you tell people about the Co that haven't been?
So the Co is... It's becoming a community for entrepreneurs. We provide resources to someone who is starting a business or already has a business, but it's very community-based, right? So sometimes starting a business is a lonely process, and we want to encourage you to get involved in the community we have started, whether you're creative or tech focused or medical. Like I said, just about anyone. A lot of people come to us when they've started their idea out of their living room and they just can't take the loneliness anymore. And they're like, I need to be around folks that are doing the same thing I am. And you wouldn't believe it, the collaboration that you can get by working out of a space such as the Co. It can go quite far.
And then that success breeds success.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's been in that.
When you become a member of the Co, you have access to
everything we have to offer, whether that's the co-working space, 3D printers, laser etchers, prototyping tools, conference room space, as well as the numerous workshops and events that we host as well.
Yeah.
So you can treat it as your own.
Yes.
Right.
Oh
You
yeah,
become a
many
member,
do.
then
Many do.
Yeah, and then just, the conference room, you just schedule it, and it's yours. Production room, any of that stuff, it's there.
You got it.
Well, good luck with this. First time you've done this Best in the West? Or?
The second time.
Second time.
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
So our first winners were the Lighting Bug, and these guys developed this little prototype technology that plugs into your headlights of your car, and when your low beam goes out, it uses the high beam.
Okay.
And dims it back down to low beam level. And so these guys are well on their way to getting some great big deals here.
So I'm never without a headlight then?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
And it lets you know when that one's gone bad.
Okay.
Yep.
That save you a ticket and damage and everything else.
Impressive stuff.
Impressive
So
stuff.
we are hoping to get some more
Right
like
here in
this.
There's another one right out here
Yeah.
somewhere. So
Yep.
bestinthewesttn.com. And let's see
got
it
it.
on the 31st and hopefully in October with the
Yep.
5,000.
That's right, yeah.
Good to see you, Dan.
Thanks,
Appreciate
guys.
it very
Yeah.
much.
Thank
We're going to
you.
be back with more. Chancellor Keith Carver is with us from the University of Tennessee at Martin. That's coming next on 6 in the City.
JA Site Pay kiosks are the convenient way to pay your utility bill. These kiosks are featured in the foyer at Martin Luther King Jr. Drive and at the drive-thru at Pleasant Plains Extended. Use your account number and follow step-by-step prompts to pay with cash, check, credit, or debit card. Account credit is immediate, and a printed confirmation receipt is provided. Another step in customer service at JEA today.
Ready, set, go for it. It's your adventure. This is your GAC.
Steve Beverly's TV Classics can cure what ails you.
I watched and it got rid of my hemorrhoids.
Staying awake at night? Just watch TV Classics.
My daughter watched and she went right to sleep.
Do not watch Steve Beverly's TV Classics. It fights upsets your stomach. Do not watch if high drama leads to emotional distress. And do not turn on TV6 Saturday or Sunday at 7 if hillbillies give you a gallbladder attack.
Ask your doctor if Steve Beverly's Classics is right for you.
Keith S. Carver Jr. is with us. He is the Chancellor of the University of Tennessee at Martin. He is the 11th Chancellor in the history of the university. It's a delight to have him with us. He has West Tennessee roots.
Absolutely.
Crockett County.
Crockett County,
Okay.
just down the road a bit.
All right. So how did you get from Crockett County, Tennessee, to becoming Chancellor of the University of Tennessee at Martin?
Well, it was a circuitous all across the state. Stops in Knoxville and Memphis along the way, but certainly glad to be back in West Tennessee.
What career path did you pursue to get into higher education?
Sure. I started out in the Dean of Students office, working with student activities, student life, transitioned into doing some cooperative and internship experiences with students, creating those experiences, then got into fundraising and development, then did some statewide policy work and lobbying on behalf of UT, and ended up here to starting my 21st year with the university.
What was attractive about this job?
I think
becoming Chancellor, 'cause the buck stops here.
Sure, buck stops here. I think the opportunity, the location, being able to come back to West Tennessee, my wife's from this area, us to come back home, but also the opportunity, the last 6 years I'd worked with the UT system, working a lot with the legislature, the governor's office, our board of trustees, and really a desire, Steve, to get back and work with students again. And that's just been a lot of fun.
Okay, all right. The Chancellor's position, of course, is a special one because it directs that entire operation here, which includes now We got centers at Parsons.
That's right, 5 centers.
Okay. With the nursing
Parsons,
program
Jackson.
there, right?
That's exactly right.
Okay.
That's exactly right.
Jackson, and then Selmer has been there for many years.
Selmer and Ripley, and then on Thursday we do a ribbon cutting on a new center in Somerville, Tennessee.
Well,
so the extended campuses have really broadened the footprint.
What does that accomplish for the university?
Sure. Well, I think one of the primary goals and what it does for us is access, really providing access and opportunities in rural areas for students, community members to come and pursue an education. And, you know, Governor Haslam several years ago initiated the Drive to 55 initiative, where by 2025, he wanted 55% of all Tennesseans to have some form of post-secondary attainment. And so this is our piece of that, and providing access to some of these rural areas is very important to us.
How do you decide what the curriculum is going to be when you go into a place like, because you've been at Selmer,
Sure,
Chrissy's been down there for
that's
many
exactly
years,
right.
one of the first ones.
The biggest thing is what makes sense from a business standpoint, doing a feasibility study. If you're going to have nursing, you know, do you have the clinical spots in the community to put? Do you have the students that are interested? Obviously, always interest in education, social work, criminal justice, but really looking at the student population, potential student population, and what degree programs could be sustained there.
Okay. That's an important part of the university. Of course, it's the on-campus presence, which is a whole different business in many ways, right?
That's right. That's right.
Student life and football and basketball and athletics and
you know, it never ever see the same day twice, which is fantastic. Which is fantastic. Now we have right about 6,500 students now in terms of our enrollment, 818 employees, and so it's a pretty good size operation for a mid-sized regional.
Regional, okay. Well, the University of Tennessee at Martin, which has been the education source for many in this. The decision to locate a center in Jackson came about how?
It did. Well, obviously, at that time, you had Union, you had Lambeth, you had Jackson State, and so the opportunity years ago to kind of provide a 4-year option here, and it's still a good distance away, you know, a good hour from the main campus, and it just really made a lot of sense at the time.
What all could you take at the Jackson location?
Sure, you can do criminal justice, you can do history, social work is huge for us, obviously. Education and business.
Is all that work done here, or you do some here?
All that work is done here, done right here in Jackson.
You get a degree from the University of Tennessee without leaving Jackson.
That is exactly right. Okay. That's exactly right.
So, you know, we've got to give everybody their plug when they're here.
Oh,
right?
that's absolutely, absolutely. And we're really lucky here in Jackson. We've got some really good partners, whether it's Dr. Oliver at Union or Dr. Hampton at Lane and Lana Hamilton now at Jackson State, working with these folks to make sure we are providing the public with what they need. Right. And we love our Jackson partners.
Yeah. There's something new in the relationship with Jackson State. We want to talk about that, and Chancellor is going to stay with us if you can. One more segment of this.
Absolutely.
Chancellor Keith Carver is with us in the history of the University of Tennessee at Martin. He is the 11th Chancellor, and he is from West Tennessee. We're delighted that he is here. We're going to go back to the main stage, as we call it. We welcome once again the outstanding talent of Scott Myatt.
Thanks. I'm going to do a very old jazz tune, or attempt same. Do you know what it means to miss New Orleans and miss it each night and day? I know I'm not wrong, the feeling's getting stronger the longer I stay away. Miss the moss-covered vines, the tall sugar pines where mockingbirds used to sing. And I'd like to see the lazy Mississippi hurrying into spring. Oh, the moonlight on the bayou, a Creole tune that fills the air. And I dream about magnolias in bloom, and so I'm wishing that I was there. Do you know what I mean to miss New Orleans when that's where you left your heart? there's one thing more. I miss the one I care for more than I miss New Orleans. Oh, the moonlight on the bayou, a Creole tune that fills the air, and I dream about magnolias in bloom, and soon I'm wishing that I was there. Do you know what it means to miss New Orleans when that's where you left your heart? And there's one thing more. No, I miss the one I care for more than I miss, oh, much more than I miss, more than I miss New Orleans.
Internet security is a big topic in news today. Our concern, our fear, is that our most sensitive information might become available to others. As your local broadband service provider, JA wants to assure you you can trust us. We have policies in place to protect your privacy. Our goal is to be the most knowledgeable, highly skilled, customer-focused workforce available. Thank you for choosing E+ Broadband and for your trust in the local service we provide right here in Jackson.
Every day we hear of friends, family, and co-workers who are rushed to the hospital after an accident or for surgery. Every year, patients in West Tennessee served by Lifeline Blood Services require 27,000 units of blood and blood products. As a result, over 500 blood donors are needed every week. Visit our website now at lifelinebloodserve.org or call 427-4431. Lifeline Blood Services. Give blood. Save lives.
Service is not just what we say, it's what we do. When you choose E+ Broadband for your cable, internet, and telephone services, you can trust us to provide unmatched reliability. From sales to installation, we work hard to bring the services you depend on every day. We're currently upgrading the network to increase our service offerings available to you, so look for us in your neighborhood soon. And thank you for choosing E+ Broadband and for your trust in the local service we provide right here in Jackson.
Welcome back to 6 in the City. I'm taking grief from my colleague here during the commercial break.
No, that's not true. I said it with love, Steve. Said it with love.
Chancellor Keith Carver is with us, and he is the Chancellor. He's the 11th in the history of the University of Tennessee at Martin. He is from Crockett County originally, so he's back home in some ways. And we kind of follow the route of his career and then what's happening in the university. Something else that's happening is an expansion of relationship with Jackson State Community College. And so what is going on there?
That's right. Well, obviously, we've got several articulation agreements with Jackson State where students can take 2 and then transfer all those credits into a variety of areas and pathways into UT Martin. But tomorrow, we're really doing something we're going to celebrate basically called the Skyhawk Elam Promise. And that is an official agreement that we're going to sign at Jackson State tomorrow that talks about and firms up transfer scholarships. So if students from not just Jackson State, but also Dyersburg State, Southwest, Columbia State, any community college, but really solidifying when you're finished with your 2 years here on the Tennessee Promise, there's scholarship monies available for you at UT Martin. And we're really excited about that and appreciate Dr. Hamilton allowing us to do this announcement on the Jackson State campus.
Yeah, well, it's an important thing. Yeah. The seamless transfer of credits, because you've been in higher ed, and that's been a challenge in the past.
It really has.
And I'm glad to see the state started addressing that, and everybody, I don't know what it took to put all that together, but where I can transfer
it
and
took
get credit
longer.
for what I've done.
It took longer than it should have, I tell you.
Yeah.
But But in truth, about 4 years ago, that process really came full circle, and it's really nice for students. And there are about 60 pathways that students can choose at the community college level and transfer seamlessly into any University of Tennessee schools, but also the larger former TBR schools, University of Memphis, Austin Peay, and that sort of thing. But it's really nice. It takes the frustration out of a student going and putting in 2 years, 3 years at a community college, and then all the credits don't transfer.
Right.
And we try to take that away.
Okay, well, it's a big step and an important one. We're fortunate here too, I think, because colleges compete for students in one sense, but then our colleges here all have different histories, different niches, and appeals. And one thing that I'm seeing now is that these presidents and all talk to each other and have relationships with each other. And even though, like I said, there's a competition for students involved in that, but yeah, I think there's a recognition of history and that we're of service to an entire community and of benefit to an entire community.
Absolutely. And, I think what you look, whether it's Lane or Jackson State or Union here locally or UT Martin, they all have a little bit different mission and offer a few different programs and different pricing structures. And you're right, the presidents do all communicate often. And that's been fantastic. Absolutely. Because, the issues that are impacting the Martin campus here in West Tennessee are also affecting what Dr. Hamilton and others are facing in Jackson, and so we need to work together.
Yeah. One thing we're hearing now that Toyota and Mazda are going to combine on a production facility, and so that's increased feeling that the mega site may be something that's under consideration here. And of course, that always creates concern about our workforce and everything else. Are you encouraged by what you see here and more needs to be done? I mean,
I am, and I'd hope, like you all had hoped, something would be a hit there in the last couple of years. That may not be it,
but they're at least looking at it.
Absolutely, but now it seems like there's some real heat coming from that and lots of talks, and I think with the governor's election heating up, you're seeing a lot more of the candidates very interested in this and economic development there, which would be an incredible impact for all of West Tennessee. And, we stand ready to provide training, look at new degree programs to support a better educated, better trained workforce, just like our partners here in Jackson.
One of the things that's happened with the drive to 55 and other things, you never know when you turn something loose what the effect of the marketplace is going to be, right? We start offering scholarships, who's going to take them and to what extent will they be successful? Will students stay in school? Will they complete their degrees and everything? What do you see? Because you saw it from the very beginning.
Sure.
And there was concern, will they stay on and go to four-year colleges? Are they going to quit after two and not make it through? So what's been the result?
Absolutely. I think what we're seeing specifically at Martin is these students that are graduating and coming to us are prepared. They're coming to us, they've got great study skills, they've been challenged academically, and they're coming to us as upperclassmen. And if you can get that student with that associate's degree and come on and matriculate on to the four-year campus, odds are they're going to succeed in the classroom. They're going to graduate, which is exciting. When you look at our traditional freshmen as they come on, the key area, Steve, that we try to navigate is getting them from that freshman to the sophomore year. That's the big hill to climb. And it looks like this year we're going to be about 76%, which is an all-time retention rate for Martin. But we've got to get better, and we've got to keep improving that, whether it be for our first-year students or our community college transfers, is making sure we're retaining them and keeping them in school.
Well, Chancellor, really good to have you here.
It's
we appreciate
fantastic.
taking time
Thank
to
you.
do this. Chancellor Keith Carver, Jr., and he is the Chancellor of the University of Tennessee Martin. He's also graciously agreed to stay with us. We're going to do a dialogue, so be looking for that on TV6, and we'll explore some of this and also his plans, aspirations for the university and its place in the system as well. So we really appreciate you taking time to be with us.
Thank you.
We're
Great
honored
to
have
see
you
you.
here.
Good to see you.
We're going to be back with more as we continue. 6 in the City.
Friday Night Live. High school football is back on E+ TV6. Catch the action every Friday night as E+ TV6 brings you exciting play-by-play of local team rivalries. Check eplusTV6.com for weekly games and replay schedule. This week, the Haywood Tomcats play the Northside Indians. Don't miss this great matchup exclusively on E+ TV6.
Jackson 24/7 continues this summer as your source for perspective on people issues, and key decisions facing our community. Whether it's the economic challenges facing public education, the battle in the streets for local law enforcement, or a bold new leader for higher education, Jackson 24/7 brings you the key questions and answers every day at noon, 4, 6:30, and 9:30 on E+ TV6.
Service is not just what we say, it's what we do. When you choose E+ Broadband for your cable, internet, and telephone services, you can trust us to provide unmatched reliability. From sales to installation, we work hard to bring the services you depend on every day. We're currently upgrading the network to increase our service offerings available to you, so look for us in your neighborhood soon. And thank you for choosing E+ Broadband and for your trust in the local service we provide right here in Jackson.
Welcome back to 6 and 6. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Good, fun to have you here.
Well, thank you.
And real delight to work with the folks that are done. We got Friday Night Live coming up. We're going to be out at Northside, and Haywood is coming to town. So tell us a lot how everybody stands, and in the early season of football, we always enjoy being there, and look forward to all of that. So catch the schedule at eplusTV6.com, and we appreciate all the schools working with us, and we've enjoyed working with them. That's decades of experience. All right, and understand now that also Coach Derek Burris, the Derek Burris Show is coming back with us from Lane College here, and so the Dragons are going to be on television here as well. We're going to be doing replays. Is that what we're doing, Thomas? We're doing replays. We're doing replays of Lane College football, and they had a good season last year and expect to do better, and Coach Burris, an outstanding talent. He has a great coaching staff there, so we're looking forward to all of that. As we were talking about earlier, we're leaving the studio, and we kind of hate to do that. We like this place.
Yes.
It was a transformer repair shop when our crew got a hold of it 12 years ago, or 13 or 14 years ago, and it was Mike Garner Construction, I think, helped out with all that and air conditioned this thing, leveled the floors, and they hung all the lights and curtains and set design, and because Andrew Fuller was involved in that from the very beginning, and so it's been a home for us. As we said, we've done somewhere between 500 and 600 shows here, not counting all the dialogue and everything else that we've done, and the Legacy of the Crown and all this stuff. So it's been home, and we're going to miss it.
Very much so.
And so.
But we're going to find another place.
Another place, we certainly will. But delight to have Scott Myatt with us, and this last time we're going to be right here, and Scott couldn't think of a better way to go out. Appreciate it. How do you describe your work to people? You seem to be able to sing, do anything.
My work?
Yeah.
Well, you've seen the movie Lounge Singer, or what do they call it, The Wedding Singer? Okay. I just do cover tunes, just enjoy it.
Well, it's
So
a
talented.
great sound, and it's like I said, a band would get in your way, I think.
Well, I always admire people who write songs, and I've done a little bit of that, but
well, you do it well.
I'm just grateful that I can get out there and do the cover tunes.
Yeah. Well, you do it well. We appreciate you. Scott Myatt is going to carry us out. Scott, good to have you here.
So this one has a little bit of something I wrote in it. I'll let you guess which part I wrote. And then we're doing this strictly so that it's adaptable for television and the imprecise nature of time. I'm going to Carolina. Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine? And ain't it just like a friend of mine to hit me from behind? Yes, I'm going to Carolina in my mind. Well, Karen, she's a silver sun. Best walk her away and watch it shining. Watch her watch the morning come. Silver tear appearing, now I'm crying. Ain't I? I'm gone to Carolina in my mind. There ain't no doubt in no one's mind that love's the finest thing around. Whisper something soft and kind. Hey babe, the sky's on fire, I'm dying, ain't I? I'm gone to Carolina in my mind. In my mind, I'm gone to
Carolina. Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine? And ain't it just like a friend of mine hit me from behind? And I'm gone to Carolina in my mind. Dark and silent late last night, I think I might have heard the highway calling. Geese in flight and dogs that bite. Signs that might be omens say I'm going, I'm gone to Carolina.